Okay. Thank you, Jesse, for the copy. I don't know where Lou is. We'll just kind of go for a minute, see if he shows up.
Lou's out of town.
Oh, well, there you go. That's where Lou is.
Guess we gotta worry about him.
So I'm going to call to order the regular Braintree Select Board meeting for Tuesday, December 2nd. It's 6:01 now. Uh, does anybody have anything to remove or add to the agenda?
I have a change. I asked for two things to be added. They were combined and added incorrectly.
Okay.
I want to talk about the heat at the town hall. And I needed an executive session.
I see. Well, I was wondering about an executive session for the town hall. Okay. We'll put the town hall heat under new business. Okay. Anybody else?
Megan had an item to add that she emailed us about earlier.
Uh,
Rural fire protection appropriation.
I think that was under the special appropriations.
Yeah, it's just to go under the item B under old business when we talk about special appropriations.
Okay. Good enough. Approving the minutes from the meeting on November 18th, 2025. Anybody have any edits or comments on the meeting, the minutes?
Make a motion to approve.
I'll second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Citizens comments. Cal, any citizens comments? Jess? Did you the minutes from the last meeting, did you read those? I mean, in that the email you forwarded me about the people with the banging of the tailgate. What? Okay. It's not a banging of a tailgate. It's them trying to bust up the gravel as it goes through the screen because it's frozen in clumps. And so
It gets caught on the screen, so they're banging on the screen. But yeah, they're lightening up on it, so.
No, I know exactly what he's talking about as far as the noise goes, though. I don't think it's ice on the screen.
there's no tailgate that opens as far as I know.
They don't bang their tailgates 4 or 5 times. They hit the screen with a bucket.
Oh, so maybe it's the bucket thing.
Yeah.
Hardness then, it's not.
Yeah.
It's hitting the screen.
It's not that hitting, the bucket's hitting the screen?
Yeah.
Right, take the bucket and go.
To bust up clumps.
To get it to roll off the screen, because it sticks on it.
So we'll try, but there's only so much you can do when it's frozen on
Yeah,
there.
either we put salt in it and it ruins their wells, or we bang the screen, so I don't know,
Okay.
Yeah, what do you want?
fine.
But I just wanted to let you know.
It'll get better as the stuff dries.
I forgot to reply to the email, and now I'm 4 weeks later catching up to it. Okay. Reports. Cemetery Commission. We'll let you go so you can get out of here. I mean, neither. We were just talking about that.
It's been pretty smooth sailing this year. We did 3 burials, one successful, sold a lot. We got a couple projects that didn't quite get wrapped up this year, so we'll be continuing next year. And while I'm on the public forum here, we would love some help.
Okay. In what sense?
I've heard comments that cemetery commission don't really do much, so I'll invite anybody who says that comment, come on in and help with our projects. 10 people raking for an hour is a lot easier than 2 people raking all day. You know, our raking projects, we're trying to clean up around the Mountain View Cemetery.
Yeah, I noticed you guys have done a bunch of
To the
work.
future side, there's also there's a 15-foot easement through the middle of the cemetery, which eventually will continue into the new cemetery. And there's a tree there, so we've cut the tree, and hoping next time we have somebody there to dig, I can just talk to them while they're there, not pay that mobilization fee again. Can you just dig that stump for us? It's gonna make it easier to get in and out of the field with the gravel and the topsoil that we need to go in and out.
Mhm.
There's been an issue, at the top of the cemetery. The Seneca lot in particular, everybody threading across the lot, and as that plot gets filled, it's gonna really be an issue.
Yeah,
Like
it's
later.
kind of tight up in there,
It's
so I,
really tight, so we're contemplating ideas on what we can do with possibly removing some trees. I've done some work to clean the shrub back so we can mow a little better to give more room. People run the cornerstone over, driving across their lot. When the funeral guys come, they know to back in. They don't try to go up and around there. So I'm trying to make the middle of the cemetery a little more accessible.
so
Or when we need to dig for.
how much, do you know ahead of time when you're going to be working on one of these projects? Or is it sort of a spur of the moment thing?
No, we've, we'll call and have Grace posted on the Facebook, I think,
That's my question. Can we put it on Front
Nancy
Porch
has put it on
Forum?
Forum,
Okay.
haven't had any takers yet, but hoping, it happens and it's a good day, we'd love some help on some of it. Other than one spouse showing up and a person who has done it for 20 years and probably doesn't need to keep helping, that's all we've had show up for help.
Okay.
So it would be cool when we had a, a bigger project, to have a couple people stop even for an hour or two and rake. It's, the raking in the spring is the big one, and it's always a tricky timing on the raining, nice.
Yeah.
Last year we got rained out, so the next weekend it was like all in to get it done, so.
Yeah, because I'm trying to think of what we can do other than Facebook and Front Porch Forum.
So.
Let us know and we can talk about it in a meeting and see if anybody reads the
Right.
minutes and goes too.
And on that note, just from what I've seen, I volunteered at town meeting to come in and help out. 15 minutes later, I was nominated on the committee. 1 year later, I'm the chair. Clearly, I shouldn't be the chair yet. I haven't gotten a grasp on everything that goes on and what needs to happen. I would love to see it get back to a 5-person board.
Yeah.
Just so the rotation of people leaving and new people coming in, there's more turnover where people can understand what's going on before I gotta come down and bug Jesse, because I don't have a clue what's going on, and trying to figure out the map, trying to figure out, Jesse can attest to this, the old maps are gray at best. They give you a vague idea of where things are, and you go out and look if it's not, so we're working on that too, but if there was interest, if anybody knows anybody interested in helping out or coming in, it's not all shovels and labor. There's bookwork, there's stuff that needs to be filed, there's just organizational things that need to be done, and if it's, I think for years it was 5 people and they split it up. Now it's 3.
Yeah, we went
2 of
to
us are pretty green.
3 because we couldn't find anybody to fill the posts. We
Right.
had been at 3 for several years and nobody would join.
Right.
So I think I don't know that anybody here has a problem going to 5 members. It's just, who are they? We haven't traditionally been able to fill those posts. We can't fill any post for
Right.
that matter.
It makes the paper, read about it, somebody might be like, I can help out a little bit, I can do that, it's once a month through the summer, we don't do it all winter, even though the calendar says we do, we're done for the winter months. Probably the biggest thing we got going right now is, because I had never seen it, we don't currently have a mowing contract for this next year coming up. And I was under the assumption that it was a 3-year contract, and Jesse sent it to me as a 2-year contract, and it ended. So we would like to work with the current contractor. He's been great. I just can't get a hold of him. I don't know if he's on a 2-week vacation or I can't find anybody that has his email. I have a phone number. That's it. I've been texting him. I'm like, he's gonna get sick of me.
Who is it? Jason's Handiworks? Is that who does it?
I'm trying to get a hold of him. I reached out to Chris, so I'll see if Judy she has his email, and I have his address, I can mail him something, I guess, but my guess
Track 'em
is
down.
he's on vacation or something, and
Yeah.
he hasn't answered, so I don't want to bug him too bad, but so we're working, we would like to renew with him if we could, because we're happy with his work.
Yeah.
If he doesn't want to do it, then I guess we'll have to put it out to bid. and
Yeah.
see where that goes, so.
Yeah, I mean, he's been doing it for what, 8 years or so now.
Has it been?
Yeah, he's for a long time. Not, I bet it's not quite 10 years, but pretty close.
Right.
So it makes sense if we can get him to come back to. I mean,
Right.
he has all the knowledge to do it again. Why mess with it?
I just haven't been able to get a hold of him.
Right.
To say, are you interested? I've sent him some texts and I was like, I need an email. Maybe he lost his phone. I don't know. I have one phone number. Nancy has one phone number. So contact wise, we're a little bit better.
Yeah, if Jesse doesn't have anything, because he works around here too, right? He does this, or did this mowing around here.
Yeah, I think he got a full-time job. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
He has a full-time job.
Yeah.
This is all
On the
part-time
side.
gig grant.
Yeah. But he's good. He
It's
stays.
been full-time for.
He's been good with us. I mean, I had one complaint and called him up and he's like, yeah, if you mark it out, we'll cut his flowers again. It's. Somebody planted flowers and he's like, it's green, I mow it.
Yeah,
You know,
no, I
we're mowing and so.
quickly.
So, yeah, but he was fine, you know, and Chris said in the past, he's been great, so. If we can renew with him and we know where we're at with him, I'm fine with it, so.
Okay.
But that's where I'm at with that.
I think I think when you have a project weekend coming up, let us know and we'll talk about it in here, see if that drums up any more business. And then the only other thing I know, Drew, is what you've been doing with the Facebook and Front Porch Forum. It's
Right.
kinda, I don't know. Are you posting it through the town's account? Is Grace putting it through the town's account? Or?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
We can also
And it-
talk about it at town meeting and put something in the town report. So we could do that too.
And then, but that was the other thing I was going to say. If we are to go back to a 5-person board, I think that has to be warned at the town meeting, right?
That's, yeah.
Yeah. So we'll have to warn and vote on that. And that's probably your best chance to add somebody immediately, like happened to you, right?
Right.
Just see if we can get somebody thrown on there. If they stick, they stick. If not, you know.
And it has to be 5, it's either 3 or 5.
No,
I think so.
You gotta stay odd numbers, right?
yeah, probably to have a quorum. Yeah.
With 5 people, we wouldn't need as much volunteer help, because we have 5 of us and 4 of us show up, it's, you know. But with 3 of us and somebody can't make it, and sometimes it's been 1 of us or 2 of us trying to do some things, and there's a lot of concerns, calls, I get concern calls
Okay.
to deal with, little stuff that we're trying to appease everybody, so. It's tricky.
Yeah, we know how that goes. But I mean, we'll talk about it. I don't know that anybody here objects. It's just, can we fill the seats? I think has traditionally been the problem. So,
Right,
well,
if there's a conversation about it, at least it's out there and somebody might be like, could do that.
yeah, I think that's reasonable.
1 night a month for 5 months, something like that.
Yeah, and it may be that, the explanations of the responsibilities of the commission were not great in the past. So maybe if someone like you can stand up and articulate it a little more clearly so people know, hey, it's not year round, it's just a few months and we just need the help, right? You might get more takers. But yeah.
So that was we talked about it at our meetings and we're all kind of in for it, so I was like, I'll bring it up and see where it goes.
We haven't set the warning, so you told us with time.
Right.
So, all right. Anybody got any questions?
No, good luck.
Good luck.
Yeah. I saw all the work you guys had done. I drove by Mountain View the
Some
other day.
days look good. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been keeping up with them. So.
Yeah. I appreciate it. No, it's a thankless job, so.
Yeah, well. As Lou said, if everybody just does a little bit, it makes it easier on everybody. Well, I was like, yeah, all right, I'll volunteer. Got me like pushed me right in.
You didn't know that's what happens, right? That's what, when I told somebody I was going to join the select board, they're like, why would you do that? That's a lifetime appointment. I said, I didn't know that was the case. So there you go. Yeah.
So I think while I got you, thank you, by the way, for doing brush hogging.
Yeah.
The Burridge Cemetery. I know you had showed the lady on Burridge.
Oh, this is the one beside there.
at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
The gravestone
Yeah.
is about a foot now from the road.
So
Every year the road just keeps getting bigger. I went there in the spring, the stones were the road stones because they,
yeah.
you know, the big plow throws it farther, so. I know you had the state lady.
Well, yeah, and this is the pickle because we talked to her about it and we said these are the things we'd like to do, and she basically said, "Sorry, you can't because you can't impede water flowing off the roadway. So you can't put Jersey barriers, you can't put guardrails, you basically can't do anything."
It's better than feed water.
I
Diverts the
Yeah,
water.
the only thing we could do is talk with the landowner across the street, maybe. Cut some trees and just
Shift
move
the
the
road.
road over, shift the road over.
I tape measured it for fun, and the road there is about 3.5 feet wider than everywhere else, cause. In the spring, it's.
yeah, it sits low and it pushes.
And everybody keeps going over and around and trying to get around the humps.
Yeah.
And the road there is wider than everywhere else, so it's really encroaching on the cemetery.
Yeah.
And the one stone it's like right there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with Lauren. I think the only thing we can do, because our right of way is bigger than the traveled way. So the only thing we can do is sort of, scooch it a little bit the other way and try to. That's because we were like, really? We said, it's a guardrail. It's not even touching the ground. She's like, no, this is their rules.
Yeah.
You can't impede the watershed anyway.
Are there
So-
different types of guardrails though? Some of them have the little square post every 6-8 feet or something, it would be like 2. But I also know Dylan told me that a couple of years ago, he took the backhoe and cleaned some of the.
Yeah.
The winter debris out, so
Yeah.
even if we could do that, just to help keep that grade from being in the road.
Yeah.
It's about this far from the road right now.
Well,
It's right there.
that'll be it'll have to be spring now, but we'll be over there anyway in the spring working on another thing, so they can come down the way and we're
I'm
in
just bringing.
June
it
and
to the
July.
conversation to-
Yeah, no,
Keep it-
and we didn't forget, and when we were over there talking to her about something up on Pent Road near the top up there, we drove down and looked at it, and she kind of just said, "Sorry,"
Yeah.
and I forgot to email you about that, so that was on me.
No,
But-
I know you said be patient, it was a while.
Yeah, we did, but we did talk to her. I don't remember when that was, July or something like that, about another thing. No, it must have been later. Anyway, so that's where we are, but they're no good option at this
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
But we'll go back and clean it while we're over there next summer, in the summer, and try to move it a little bit, make it a little better. That's it. That's all we got on that. Sorry.
That's all I got, I think. Unless you guys have anything for me.
No, I appreciate it, Cal.
I'll go on, well.
Yeah, do it. You're ahead of me. I gotta wait till this is over.
Good luck.
Same to you. Highway report. That's you.
Perfect. So they're coming tomorrow to do some test holes on there.
Oh my goodness.
Where's there go?
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
It's a little late, isn't it?
And the radio guys are coming tomorrow, to put the radio on the radio. Move the one in the pickup so I can actually see it.
Oh, there's no radio in the grader.
No.
We pulled it out of the old one and put it in this one. Okay.
Just plowing and tending and keeping up on the maintenance on the trucks, I guess.
Yeah.
Got some trees to cut if the weather lets us.
And you guys got all the stuff done on Thayer, right? I haven't talked to you about, or Thresher. I haven't talked to you about that.
Those trees, yeah. We've got all those. I believe I got them all. Quite a few up there with that, so.
And I don't have anything from my perspective, so. It's kind of a short one tonight, thanks to winter.
Mm.
You have a note here.
I do.
Okay. All right. Grant report. That'd be great.
Good evening.
Paul, how's it going?
Good, thanks. Um, I have been working on the local hazard mitigation grant reimbursement, and I've had some exchanges with the representative at the state. She gave me the correct form to use, and I'm working with Jesse on getting the documentation. We'll have that together, I believe, this week. So we'll get that submitted by the end of the week, hopefully, and get that working through.
Uh, actually, I had kind of forgotten about it because I had questions about it.
Okay.
Like, now you said documentation of people that worked on it. I don't know who worked on it.
Is it so? I guess the question is it people that were paid to work on it, or just anybody that touched it? Is that your?
Well, um, we need to document in most cases, like there was a committee of
Yeah.
stakeholders, maybe some of you, and um, those times that you spent at those committee meetings, which there were probably three or four of, maybe more, um, those are the hours that you spent doing that go towards the match. So we need to document the payments that were made from the town of Braintree to Two Rivers and show proof that the invoices were paid. And we need to document the volunteer hours that the committee members put in. And that's the main two things.
Megan, would that be our minutes? Do you have that?
No, so they were separate meetings. And Paul, there was a planner at Two Rivers, Gina, I can't remember her last name. I'll look in my email right now.
Gina Baber.
Yeah, she started the process with us before Kyle took over, because I think she left Two Rivers. And I recall that at each meeting she had everyone sign in,
Yeah.
and she retained that record. I can definitely tell you how many meetings we had, but if she turned over those records to Kyle before she left, that would be really helpful. If not, I I think she may have sent us notes. I'll look through my email and see what I can find, but she definitely made a point of having everyone sign in. And not only did we all sign in, but she asked us to document, how far we traveled to
Yeah.
get there, because
The
I think
minutes
she
we
was
drove.
also counting our travel time
Yeah.
towards the match.
Hmm.
So if Kyle has that, that was probably the best record.
Okay. That gives me some threads to pull on.
Okay,
So that helps. Thank you.
sure.
Yeah, because I distinctly remember having to write down like the number of minutes I drove to get there, which was interesting.
Yeah, it was unusual, but I
Yeah.
guess I think it makes sense now, given that we were
Sure.
allowed to count it. So,
Okay. Um, I don't see these as huge hurdles to overcome, so I feel pretty good about thinking that we still could get this done this week, if not this week, then early next week. But it's in progress.
So it
okay.
sounds like Jesse is if Megan or Kyle get you the committee meetings and time and all that, Jesse said she can get you the invoices paid to Two Rivers. So I think
Great.
those two pieces you mentioned.
That'll be terrific.
So that'll get us on the right path at least.
Yep. Yep.
Anything else on that one?
That concludes my report.
Fantastic. It was a great report.
Thank you.
Zoning bylaw update. Discuss plans for the public hearing. Megan, you got something on this, or you want to just
I
everybody
guess
free flow?
just a reminder, so it'll show up in the minutes again that we're planning to tack on the next hearing related to the zoning bylaw at our meeting on the 16th. So we'll kick that off at 6 o'clock. And then as soon as that concludes, we'll roll into our regular select board meeting on that same day. And our tentative plan is to complete the process that evening. But as Lou mentioned last time, if we run, sorry, if we run out of time, We can always, what's the word I'm looking for? Sorry, my brain is foggy today. Adjourn the meeting, or not adjourn the meeting, but
I know. I can't
yeah.
think of it.
What's the word?
I don't know.
Okay. Anyways,
Deliberate.
mm,
No.
no. Continue the meeting, whatever.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
you guys are picking up what I'm putting down here. So
Yeah, we know what you're saying.
yeah. So we'll do that if we need to, but hopefully we won't need to. So that's the plan. The materials relevant to the hearing are posted online, which includes the draft that we worked through during our last meeting and made changes to. So all that's available to the public, and that's it.
One thing.
Have we already warned this?
Yes. It went in the
Yes.
paper.
Okay.
Yes,
I was
absolutely.
only gonna ask if it could be earlier than 6, because last time I made the meeting quite late, but
Yeah.
I don't think it'll be the same as it was last time, so.
No, I don't think so.
I mean, we'll see, but like I said, if we need to, if it's going long, we can continue it to another time.
Okay. We'll see who comes. Or who have their say already. Budget committee update. There was some stuff in the packet that I printed out and didn't bring with me. But who wants to lead off with that one? I am not on the budget committee.
So we met again, and focused mostly on the capital plan and the vehicle and equipment fund. And I actually think we talked about this a little bit at the last meeting. And I saw that Jesse included those in the packet. So I'll turn it over to her. But I think by the next meeting, the next select board meeting, we should have a pretty good draft of the general fund budget for the select board to look at in detail as well.
I don't have a whole lot to say about them. I didn't try and pull the audit together. So I made a few changes to it. I'll go back and revisit that email from Rita. Cause that, I think she had one more grant that I was
Yes.
supposed to add in here somewhere.
Yeah, our team remember that too.
But yeah, next time I'll send it a little different so it gets to you a little different. So, hey,
I think, yeah, I think Rita had added the Better Roads grant, which I think we submitted the application, but we haven't been notified if we've been awarded yet. But if we did, I think that would start at the beginning of the next fiscal year. That was for the Allen Bent and Thresher Road culverts.
Yeah, the question is whether we can get it done in the fiscal year.
Well.
No, but if we are awarded it, probably not going to happen at the end of next summer. So it would have to be early the next year before July, which is a possibility. The other thing she's asking is, are we applying for the one you're talking about is another class 2 paving grant? The grant we have for Braintree Hill. I think even if we applied, I don't know that it would get done by July. There's just no time for it because we still have one hanging out there that we've got to finish.
By July of 2027?
It'd be July of 2027. It wouldn't be July of next year.
Yeah, because this would be for activity occurring between July 1st of 2026 and June 30th of 2027.
Yeah, but I still don't know if you'd get it all. You know what I mean? That's kind of early in the summer to do a whole class 2 surface grant. Because basically all of next summer, the first half of next summer is Thayer Brook Culvert,
Oh, I see.
which will pay in 27 on the 27 fiscal year. We can't get in the water until July 1. So you're gonna get 200,000 from that one in the next fiscal year.
Yeah, so it sounds like we shouldn't even apply for the class 2 grant because we won't even have time to do it.
Well, you can apply, there's a 2-year window to accomplish it. I'm just saying applying and getting it and then being paid in the by July of 27 is unlikely.
Okay. Yeah.
Because if we applied and got it, we would have until the end of 28 to get it done, which is likely when it would land. But you will get paid next year for the class 2 roadway that we have on Braintree Hill, which is about 150,000. And the Thayerbrook structure, which is another 200,000, because we'll max that one out. It is a hard cap at 200, so you can just count on 200 even, according to Chris Bump.
For which part?
For the Thayer Structures grant. That one's 200 even. What?
I'll have to look into, because those aren't the numbers I've got. So,
Well, I asked Chris, and he said the maximum allowable amount is 200,000. He said, so no matter what you do, that's the most you're going to get out of us. I'll forward you the email. Because I was trying to get an extension. He was like, well, you're fine through December of 26 anyway, but we can't give you more money. Maximum allowable amount is 200.
April.
So that one is
See if I can find out.
I'll see if I can find it too, and I'll forward it to you. Whatever I have in email. So that's the hard cap on that one. And then there's the class 2 surface grant, which is all the drainage on Braintree Hill that I don't remember the number off the top of my head, but I want to say it was like 153 or something like that.
It's in here for one in terms of the income.
Yeah.
It's in here for 126, just under 126.
Okay. Maybe that's it. Maybe it was closer to 150 with the match.
Yeah, the match is 60, so yeah.
No, the match should be like 20%.
No, what I have down there under fiscal year 26 in the expenses is what's been expended so far.
Yes.
Oh, gotcha. Thank you.
Because we've done part of it, we just haven't finished it. So it's not going to finish until the end of next summer and be paid then in the 27 fiscal year.
Okay.
And then I don't know about the one that I don't know about. The two that I don't know whether they'll finish in the 27 fiscal year are the grant and aid and the better back road by July of 27.
Is that the one we don't have a place for?
It's
Yeah.
17,750.
It's the grants and aid is a culvert up on Braintree Hill near Arbuckles.
At Arbuckles, that
Oh,
where it bottoms out there.
yeah.
That's a larger culvert. We had quite a discussion over that culvert because they said they couldn't pay for one over 3 feet. And I said, where'd you say that in your paperwork? And of course, they looked it up and they couldn't find any place for it. So they could give us a bigger culvert as long as we could afford to pay for it. The grants and aid is quite a bit more money this year, so.
So I'm gonna need the expense side of that.
Like an expense estimate.
Yeah.
Rito will have that. I don't know if she sent us. I probably have a copy somewhere on email. I'll look for it. I'll look for the application. I remember being copied on the application, so let me look for that. So you need both class 2s and the grant and aid. Okay. The better back roads, the 60,000 for that, I don't know that I would count on. They would have to squeeze it in early the next summer.
So I thought we were gonna try to use that.
No, there's two. The better back roads won't cover that. Or rather, the Allen Bent culverts, the series of 3, you can't use a grant and aid for. So we had to go to Better Back Roads grant for that. And the grant and aid had to be used for the other one because of the
You wouldn't have
hydrologically
grants and
connected and things like that. And the grant and aid's a smaller number. Grant and aid's like 17,750. The Better Back Road's 60 grand. So I don't think so. It's just one culvert. One
culvert. 2 to 3 loads of stone. Got some trees. We're gonna have ditch stone over there.
Whereas the Allen Bent is
And if we
3
don't
culverts.
use enough money there, she has extended, she got a section over on Flint Road that we can do to use up the money.
For stone lining, for the
Stone line.
steep grade stone lining. I think that's, working off the top of my head, I think that's the best I can give you for money flow.
Okay.
And then everything else will happen after that, which would be year 28.
Oh, and we still need a number from Lauren for flanking of Montgomery Road.
No, you put it in there. $1,000.
Yeah, we asked him if that was gonna be right, and I never heard an answer.
Oh yeah,
Right.
sorry, Jesse. I sent an email last week. It was probably during Thanksgiving that it was going to be $1,000.
Right, but I thought there was a question after it. Is that right, Lauren?
No, I checked it out and
Okay.
found out how much it was enough money, to be enough money to do that.
Okay,
$780 or something like that.
okay, perfect, thank you.
Okay. What else? What else on the vehicle and capital? Anything? Go ahead.
Vehicle, if we go with Viking, of course, I'm still waiting on a number from Temco. That's gonna be a year and a half out. But after looking at the Western Star, which is a Temco setup, the quality of the work has gone downhill since Fairfield is building the trucks.
Timco is going downhill.
Yeah.
Well, and in the past we didn't use Viking because we thought it was a lesser quality. So
I
maybe
don't know why the Temco, like in here, but I use Temco because they were closer.
I think Jeff's concern, and he passed it on to Dylan, real or not, was that Viking quality was not quite as good as Timco. So that's why I always went with it. That's why they always went with it. So it might be 6s.
Yeah.
So it's just a
and
price
that's going
question.
on Warren, that's all they've got is Viking.
Okay.
Down in Warren, Moortown, they got 1 or 2 bodies over there.
So if the price is comparable and the timeline's better, you go with the one with the better time.
The better time is Temco. They're only, last I knew, was only a year out. So, instead of a year and a half. But
So-
their quality, like I said, is. I mean, anybody wants to step over there and look at that Western Star, sometime I'll show you it. Just what I'm talking about.
So
It's a bad setup, I mean. We're looking at. Depends how much stuff Chris clips with the wing, basically. The wing could fall right off the damn truck. So.
for budget planning, do those get paid in separate pieces?
Yeah.
Like the truck, we pay for the truck and then we wait another 18 months and pay for the other thing. Which kind of screws with the vehicle budget.
I don't have to.
Or do you allocate it now and just
Wait a minute, before you get started. So a year and a half out to build the truck. If we order the body now, it'll be a year and a half out. We wouldn't have to buy the truck for another year. The cabin chassis, because they're only 4 months out.
Yeah, but that's my question. Is it better to buy the truck and just have it sit? Well, we can't really do that. And then we'd be holding 4 trucks, one that's useless. So it makes no sense to do that.
Right. So.
Well, that's a fun piece of timing, isn't it?
Mhm.
Now, as for
Like I said, it's figuring it out.
talking about leasing and everything, is there any place where you can lease a truck that's already set up?
Yeah, you can lose them. Unless I knew you could. I can call and ask.
Is it worth doing that?
Well, I don't know.
If the price is right?
But they think like they did for the grader.
If you do with a lease, you do a lease, you're gonna get how they set the truck up. In other words, they have trucks
Yeah.
available. But you get what,
What they give, you don't get a choice.
you don't get no choice, you can't set the truck up the way you want it.
I mean, I am not interested in leasing if we can't own it at the end, so if there isn't a lease like the grader, then I don't even wanna waste time thinking about it.
I would think a truck is not a lease to own, but I don't know.
Interesting.
Well, we'll ask the question. Because part of it will depend on whether you guys even want the setup they give you.
Right.
Okay. Well, we got a minute to figure it out. Actually, we got 18 months to figure it out. So there you
Well,
go.
not really.
Well, 12 months before you got to order the truck and then
Yeah. Well, you gotta figure out what you're gonna do with the body first. I should have both Temco and Viking by the next meeting.
okay.
So.
Okay.
Just-
Special appropriations?
I had a question about the vehicle fund.
Yeah.
Jesse, I was just wondering what you changed because it looks so much better.
I
than
know, I
last
thought the
time
same
we looked at it. Is it because of did you factor in a leasing scenario or what happened?
No, I think it's cause I threw in the loans, the borrowed funds that weren't in there before.
Mm.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, that makes sense.
I think that was all I did.
Yeah, because when I looked at it, I thought, hey, we're not going broke as soon as I thought.
Few years out.
What are you laughing at over there?
As soon as I thought.
Just pushing it down, kicking that can down the road. Okay, special appropriations. This was mainly about that email, Megan, that you sent, or in general, special appropriations.
Yeah, it actually is a couple things, I think. Let's talk about the first thing, the rural fire protection appropriations request. So I think Jesse received this and forwarded it to me. This is a group that has sought funding from towns in the past. They're asking for each town to allocate $200 to support the program. The interesting part about this year's request is that they're taking the interpretation that they're not a social service agency, as defined in the model special appropriations policy that VLCT provides for guidance to the towns. But just because they are, treated that way in VLCT's model policy doesn't mean that we have to take that interpretation. That's just, I think, a suggestion that they're making to towns. I mean, they're using that to basically say that they don't need to submit a petition and that towns can just kind of opt to appropriate this $200. So I guess just wanted to flag this for the board and see if anyone is interested in making an appropriation this year for $200 to the RFP program.
Does our policy say any new appropriation, no matter the dollar value?
Over a certain amount, right?
That was my question.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of related to my next item under this agenda item, which is something that Grace flagged for me, I think earlier today. Sorry, that the library, Kimball Library, had gotten in touch with her to ask about, the applicability of our special appropriations policy to the library. And they mentioned to Grace that our policy specifically says that it applies to nonprofit organizations. And I guess the library was like, oh, by the way, we're not a nonprofit organization. So, like, how do you want to treat us in regards to special appropriations? And that I'm kind of getting away from this rural fire protection thing, but I think that we should amend the title of our policy to be more broad, and not limit to nonprofit organizations. I think that that's probably you know a type of entity that should be included in the policy, but I don't want to limit it to that. Because the eligibility section of the policy says that to be eligible for an initial or ongoing appropriation, organizations must demonstrate that they provide services to Braintree residents. And I really feel like that's what the scope of our policy should be, is that if you're providing a special service, like a public service to Braintree residents, then you're subject to our funding policy.
Right.
So if that makes sense to folks, I can make some amendments to the policy, and we can vote on it at our next meeting or consider it at our next meeting. But I would advise Grace that to let the library know that yes, we unintentionally excluded them from the policy, but that they should heed it regardless of that wording.
I think so too.
Yeah. So that was the one thing, but I guess just getting back to the rural fire protection question, if this is a type of activity that the select board is interested in funding, then I think we should, consider it further. But, if not, then I think we could leave it alone and just ignore their email.
Did they provide a service to the town of Braintree?
So they're formally the dry hydrant grant program. So they formally administered the fund that gave municipalities support to
And we
install.
tried to get and couldn't find a place to put in a dry hydrant.
Right. Yeah, we've tried. I mean, I feel like we've been trying to find a location for a dry hydrant for over 10 years. We haven't succeeded. So
Do we need one there?
It would be a Rochester. There's nothing over there. No water source
That's
whatsoever.
where we've been trying to put one. There's a couple of ponds up there that we tried, but nobody wanted them there.
Because, we were Bake a Pond and they didn't want us to do that because.
Taxes go up.
Yeah, taxes.
Okay.
So,
yeah, weren't we talking to the Howards and they had
They
indicated
didn't want their taxes to go up.
but
Right.
Chris,
Yeah.
I mentioned it to Chris here a while back. I can mention it to him again. And
Yeah.
building on his property. Oh,
I mean, regardless, I mean, even if we don't support this organization with $200 this year and they offer, a grant program in the future for dry hydrants, I mean, we could still apply for the grant. Not appropriating this money doesn't disqualify us from participating in that if they offer it.
I guess
That's multiple years. We're good.
I guess I kind of got to see. I haven't been in the budget meetings with you guys to see the numbers, but given the way my around the budget is, I want to just walk away a little bit.
Yeah, I think that we could keep it in mind, and if we're, pleasantly surprised by the outcome of what the general fund looks like when everything's in there, which I would bet money is not going to happen.
Yeah.
Then we could consider this, but yeah, I don't think. I think we shouldn't be looking for ways to spend money.
I echo that opinion.
So, okay, well, so we can table this for now, and if we feel like we have room in maybe in the emergency services budget, we can add it, but we'll just keep it on the back burner for now, if that's okay with everyone.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
great.
yeah, so I think that's it with special appropriations unless Jesse has anything else.
We got a no from Jesse. So now we're on to update on the gazebo at the town hall. Who's in charge of that one?
I became in charge of it. There was a photo in there of what it's gonna look like when it's put up there.
You guys were up there working on it, right?
Yeah, there's a pad made for it.
Whatever.
I think that's our update.
Is it going up this
Next-
before
next
winter?
spring.
Next
No.
spring, okay. I was just curious. I was like, we're cutting it kind of close, aren't we?
Actually, did it show up down there yet, or? I didn't think it was coming until December or sometime there, January.
I thought Doug told me it wasn't going up till next spring.
No, showing up down
Oh.
where we.
I
It was gonna sit in their
think
yard
it's
until spring, put it in.
ridiculous for the size of it. I don't think it should have gone 90 days. So there you go, but. There's also gonna be a plaque put up. I'm not sure that I really understand exactly what it's gonna look like. But. They were trying to sell. Little plaques to go on like a stone
Yeah.
thing. For in the memory of people who founded the town
Yeah.
and
Raise some money to offset costs.
right. So I don't know where the costs are coming from because I thought the thing was paid for. I thought they had oodles of money coming in to pay for this
I thought so too.
thing. So
I thought they had money to pay for the gazebo.
Yeah. They're just helping themselves out with the donations. It's a good way to, generate revenue.
sure.
I like it. Sounds good to me.
I told them they should raise money for the $7,000 we need to refinish the floor, so.
Well, that's what the plaques will do. If the gazebo is already paid for, then selling the plaques pays for the floor.
That's all I know on the update of the gazebo.
And then these guys built a pad, so there we go.
Yep.
We are updated. New business, holiday bonuses. Are we just gonna continue the trend of what we've done in the past, or you don't get a say?
I don't get to say.
I'll make a motion that we provide all full-time employees holiday bonuses equal to, I think it's been 1 week of pay in the
Yeah,
past.
1 week of pay.
So that's my motion.
I'll second. And since there's only 3 of us voting, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. And Lauren's gonna abstain. We usually do we usually do cards with that?
Yep, I'll do it.
Megan loves cards.
I do. I love Christmas. I'm really excited.
Chelsea's laughing.
Tree, don't you?
No, because I was at a hockey tournament all weekend, so I don't have our
Oh,
tree yet. I was,
You're not a pre-Thanksgiving tree person?
I know. I was actually secretly hoping that Bruce's team didn't make it into the championship game on Sunday so that I could drive home early and snag a Christmas tree at one of the cut places in upstate New York, like Choose and Cut. But then
It's on record now. He's gonna know that.
Yeah.
he knows. He knows. But he did. And so we didn't get home until like 8 o'clock at night, and that was not happening. So yeah.
I'm in the same boat as you. I got a swim meet this weekend. Rachel's like, well, we gotta go early. We're just got to be there when they open and do it. And I go to the swim meet. So yeah.
Tell Rachel she and I can just go. And
Maybe I'll just let that be the way it goes. She loves it.
I do too.
We used to go to the place in Williamstown. There's a place over somewhere in Williamstown. I don't remember the name of it. Gilbert, is that it? Gilbert's Tree Farm? Anyway, everybody goes to Brookfield except me. Town report planning. Who's in charge of that one?
My wife went to Walmart or something. It came in the mail.
I know Rachel won't let me do that. That's what I want to do. Town report planning.
Yeah.
Is this timeline and what we need to do.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna open up my calendar here. Town meeting day is on March 3rd this
Yeah.
year. And I always forget this. I don't know why I can't remember this, but I think we have to have the reports delivered. What is it, 10 business days or something?
10 days.
Yeah, or 10, just 10 days, not 10 business
Yeah, 10
days.
days before, not business, just 10 days.
Okay. So where does that put us?
It's usually
7.
around the 19th.
Yeah, so we should have them in at people's houses by February 20th. That will give us 10 or 11 days. And we usually aim to get the report to the printers in late January. And I've already sent out a call to board and commission chairs to submit their written reports. I think the same as previous years, Grace will assemble the report. Is that still your understanding, Jesse?
Yeah.
Okay. And yeah, so I guess I just wanted to just put that in people's minds. And also just keep in mind maybe people that we could recruit to help us deliver reports, because I think we always kind of scramble with that. And in the past, there's been folks like Steve Zen that have, said, hey, I'll help you guys with this. And so there might be a few others too that might be willing to take a route. So that would be good, because I know I always end up scrambling close to the deadline.
Yes. Yeah. I
Um,
can take the girls and make them run out and do it.
yeah.
Yeah, I can sit in the car. I had Clara hanging out the window. Like, I'm gonna get close enough. You can hang out the window. Anyway. Okay. Yeah, and I owe you a highway report at some point.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't think anyone has submitted them yet unless Grace received them and I didn't. So it's fine. We have plenty of time. I just wanted to flag it. And I also wanted to just talk briefly about the possibility of having another pre-town meeting informational session this year. What do folks think about that?
I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I thought it was helpful last year. I thought it was well attended. I mean, I know having pizza and cookies helps. So we could aim to do that again this year. So
Might get people that won't be able to come to the regular one. So
yeah. Maybe we can wait until Lou's back next time to set a date so that we can make sure that we're all available. But I think last time we did it the week before town meeting, that last week in February. So we could look at doing it again, because that's an off week for select board. So hopefully folks will be free.
okay.
Okay.
Are we just going to go back to the same printer because we have history with them and they've sort of been reasonably priced every year anyway, or do we care? Were you looking around, or are we just doing the same thing?
I don't see any reason to change.
Okay. That was my feeling too. I just want to make sure we were sort of.
I'll have Grace get a quote for this year's.
Okay. Seems easiest. They know us. They've done it. It's very little change. Picture. What are we doing about a picture for the front?
The art competition again like last year?
Yeah, I was gonna ask if we should ask the students again to submit drawings. So it'd be the 4, 5, and 6 grades at Braintree. Or if we want to go back to asking Barbara.
You look torn over there. What's your preference?
It was really nice to hear that we had an actual photo of Braintree. I'm wondering, do we want to do the kid thing every single year, or do we do it every couple of years?
We do that. Can we cycle? Can this year be like a submit a photo?
Yeah, we could do like a photo call, like see who wants to submit a photo of Braintree, and then we could look at those and choose one.
And then maybe and then Barbara, so do like 3-year cycles, kids, photos, Barbara, kids, photos, Barbara, or something like that. or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, if we wanted to, we could still have kids submit so we can fill in or
Yeah,
like we do, or I don't know, just throwing out ideas.
I like the photo idea. Can we do like a front porch forum? Yeah, I got one sort of like that too. Can we do like a front porch forum or Facebook or all that? Say submit your photos for the cover of
Yeah.
the board to choose.
Yeah, and I like Jesse's idea of filling in the blank spaces with artwork from the school. And we
Okay.
can open it up to all the kids, you know. We don't have to limit it.
Do it.
Okay. Okay,
I don't mind. Oh, go ahead.
I can talk to Grace about that. And I can communicate with the school.
All right.
Okay, great.
Town hall heat.
So, I thought I had somebody to come in and put in echo bees at the
Yeah.
town hall, but they have not panned out. So I'm a little perturbed with Gillespie at the moment because we had it rented out on Thanksgiving and I was home cooking, trying to get turkey breasts and a bunch of other crap cooked to take somewhere else and everything else. And I get a phone call saying, "Hi, we've been in town hall for 3 hours and there's no heat still." The furnace would kick on, but then it kick off. And so after multiple phone calls to Gillespie, after the first one I made, they said, "Is this an very first thing out of the gate was, "Is this an emergency?" Yes. I called them 3 more times before somebody finally called me, which was 2 hours later.
So now we're 5 hours without heat.
Yep. And so they didn't have no heat. They had some heat in the kitchen. They had both thermostats cranked. Somebody who knew them stopped to shoot the shit and went downstairs and checked and found that it was the circulator, I think,
Yeah, circular pump goes out
was
sometimes.
gone
Yeah.
for the big part. So
I've replaced those. Yep.
So what they did was they, as far as I know, they ended up shutting the doors, so because they had heat in the kitchen plus 2 ovens going. So they shut the doors, they crammed everybody into the kitchen, and the heat, it would come on for like 5 or 10 minutes and then it shut down. Come on for 5 or 10 minutes, shut down. So I think it got up to mid-60s or whatever. So it wasn't horrible. They were just there all day, it took all day to
Right.
heat up and everything else. So, number one, I feel because of the hassle that we should give them back their rental.
That crossed my mind that
Yeah.
we don't charge them.
And, so when Gillespie's finally did call me, they're like, "Well, so is there a thing over? Is there a gathering over?" I'm like, "No, they're not eating for another freaking hour, dude." And he's like, "Oh, well, I can't be there for at least an hour anyway." I'm like, to me, it sounded like he was trying to finish his own Thanksgiving.
Mhm.
So he just really ticked me off. And so I have been reluctant to call them to give them more business to put in Eco Bees. So, Echo, whatever. But I guess that's what I'm gonna do. I intended to ask Jeff Rose about it because he was supposed to call me on Friday because he was gonna be the one that went to actually finally fix it. I assume he fixed it because our keys that he picked up from the renters to go and open the place
Mhm.
to fix it have been returned. So I still haven't even heard from Gillespie to know if they've fixed it. So that's where we stand. I just wanted to know, are we good to just return their money? Do you want to vote on it?
I don't think we need to vote on it. I think you should return the money.
Yeah.
I was gonna suggest that anyway.
Yeah.
I mean,
So,
I think it's a no-brainer.
okay.
Sorry for the trouble. My
Are there
problem-
any other plumbing and heating contractors that we could get in touch with besides Gillespie's?
Yeah, it's just, I did have somebody else lined up, they just haven't come, you know. It's hard to find them right now, cause
Mhm.
they're just
I've
busy.
used a company called Locust Creek before. Locust Creek Plumbing and Heating. They'll come up here and do work. They're out of Barner, but they'll work up here.
Okay.
So you can check with them. The other company is Alpine.
Yeah, or
Alpine,
ARC, but ARC is kind of expensive.
yeah. Alpine will go anywhere,
Yeah,
all over 3 states.
Alpines who did like my mini splits and stuff.
Yeah,
Alright, well, I'll check.
because Alpine's the one that turned on my or helped service my system. So that's 2 more names you might look into. I don't know if they can or will come, but it's worth
Have you
it.
tried calling the office up there and complaining about it?
Oh, I wanted to cool down first.
That's fair.
Well, you get the best. Results if you don't cool down first.
Good deal.
Well, I
Just saying.
feel like. I feel like in my case, it's best if I cool down first.
As long as you watch your mouth.
But,
Always still steaming.
yeah, no,
We had the same thing with Irving recently. We couldn't get a tech down to the brewery for like over a week. We couldn't get someone on the phone to get them down.
yeah, that's crazy.
Didn't we change,
I usually
so who do we have our fuel contracts with right now?
Gillespie.
The last thing.
Oh,
We looked at going to CV.
yeah, I thought we had switched to them.
No, we switched to CV for the
Diesel,
diesel.
Oh, okay,
but not for heating oil.
okay.
They can do heat oil, they can do gas too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they have service issues right now, so.
Okay.
It's the thing with everybody. Okay, well, I don't know. It's up to you, but there's a couple more names if you want to call other people if you're fed up with Gillespie. I'm fine with you reaching out to other people.
Yeah. And certainly call them.
Both of those people have been in my basement, so I know they'll go up 12A at least a little bit.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, payment orders. Unless you had something else, you're all done. Okay.
Move to approve.
I'll second. All those in favor?
Aye.
It just needs your signature now. Payroll warrant. Oh, that's what this is. I couldn't figure out why there was no time cards. It's because it's us. I was like, why are we listed and why are there no time cards? Now I get it. Okay, thanks.
It's just this right here that you haven't gotten yet.
Oh, yeah, I
Don't
forgot.
forget cash and
Why? Is it going to expire?
After 90 days, something like
then
that.
we have to freaking scale date it.
I think I did that once and I got in trouble.
Maybe that's why she's reminding you.
It was like a year later, somebody fussed at me. So I make a motion that we approve the Braintree Select Board warrant for payroll for November 14th, 2025. Or sorry, for the period 7/1/2025 to 10/31/2025 for the Select Board payroll.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Oh, I already signed it. I don't know why I'm doing that. Sorry, Paul, that was a little confusing. That was the Select Board payroll. This is the regular payroll.
Thank you.
So I make a motion that we approve the payroll warrant for the period for December 4th, 2025 for the period of 11/16/2025 to 11/29/2025.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Eyes all around. Okay. An executive session to discuss utilities at the town office. So
No.
no,
Just an example.
that's right. Just an
Yeah.
executive session. for personnel matters. Um, my apologies. I was reading what's in front of me. I'm like, Anchorman, just read what's on the screen.
Dangerous.
Okay, so I'll stop the recording. Paul, I think we can bid you farewell and let you have the rest of your evening. And I will email you tomorrow with the what happened at the end of this and when we ended and all that kind of stuff.
Thank you.
Or maybe I'll do it from my phone here so I don't forget.
Was there a second to the select board payroll motion?
It was
Daniel?
Lauren.
Okay,
Lauren on both.
thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Have a nice evening. Have a great week.
All
Thanks,
right.
Paul.
Thanks, Paul.
Thank you. Megan, hope you're feeling better.
Thank you.
We'll see you later.
Oh, did you stop the recording? Oh no, we
I'm
have to get
trying.
into,
Hold on.
well, we have to get into executive session first.
Oh. So I'll make a motion that we enter into an executive session to discuss a personnel matter.
Second.
Lauren seconds. All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. If you, yes, you receive email notification when a cloud